From the Pep Radio Newsroom, these are the stories we are covering at this hour. North Penn School District is considering policy changes linked to Title IX that impact discrimination based on sex. Under consideration by the board are proposed policies 103A and 104A, which would add gender, gender identity, and gender expression to the list of protected classes following revised guidelines from the U.S. Department of Education. The Pennsylvania Attorney General's office has ruled that these are protected classes under current state law. The Biden administration issued the new rules to protect transgender and non-binary students and school district staff. However, opponents claim that restroom use and participation in athletics are key sticking points and have asked that further discussion on the new policies be tabled until litigation involving the new Title IX regulations is completed. Although the North Penn updates were based on drafts set forth by the Pennsylvania School Boards Association and have been reviewed by the School Board's Policy Committee before being up before the full school board for approval, a lawsuit in Kansas has complicated the discussion. According to North Penn School District Solicitor Kyle Summers, quote, there are a number of states that have brought lawsuits against the Department of Education and also a number of advocacy organizations that are participating in that litigation. Most notably, the organization Moms for Liberty is participating in one of these lawsuits, he said. A federal judge in Kansas issued an injunction prohibiting the Federal Department of Education from enforcing the 2024 regulations at any school in which members of the Moms for Liberty organization have their children in attendance, Summers said. Several comments were fielded by the board on the new policies, including one from a parent of students at Knapp Elementary, Penndale Middle, and North Penn High Schools. I want to express my strong support for including gender, gender identity, and gender expression as protected statuses under the student and staff discrimination policy, the parent said, adding that the policy update is essential for holding the school accountable for preventing discrimination and ensuring equal access for education to all students, including those like my child who is transgender. She went on to say, this summer, one of my teens told us that they were assigned the wrong gender at birth, and they shared their new names and pronouns. I didn't see it coming. It was a big surprise. While we were really taken aback and we're transitioning together, what I can say is in many ways, my child hasn't changed at all. They are still the same beautiful, quirky person they've always been. They remain exactly how God created them to be, she said. I've learned that gender transition has nothing to do with sexuality or sexual attraction. It's about relieving the deep distress and anxiety of gender dysphoria. Transgender students, like all students, just want privacy in the bathroom. I'm much more concerned about everyone else's kids bothering mine than my kid bothering anyone else, said the parent. The parent added that she was grateful that North Penn offers unisex bathrooms in all of the schools where the transgender students can feel safe. KRCG Channel 13 from Columbia and Jefferson City, Missouri, is reporting that with a judge imported from Douglas County, a 2-week bench trial for a lawsuit challenging Missouri's transgender services law opened Monday morning in Cole County. On hold for over a year, the 2023 law bans gender transition surgeries on minors and imposes a 3-year moratorium on hormone therapy and puberty blockers for patients not already on those medications when the law takes effect. The fight to restrict or eliminate gender reassignment for minors in Missouri is a decade-old debate that ultimately led to Senate Bill 49. The plaintiffs in the case argue Senate Bill 49 is a government intrusion of the highest order. That takes away from transgender adolescents, their parents, and their doctors the ability to make individualized and private decisions about their health care, said Omar Gonzalez-Pagan, attorney for the plaintiffs. The state counters that Missouri's law falls in line with some of the most politically progressive countries around the globe, including Great Britain and Sweden, which have restricted puberty blockers for minors due to, quote, limited evidence to support their safety or clinical effectiveness. In court, the Attorney General's office took offense at one plaintiff's assertion, said Assistant Attorney General Joshua Devine, they say this law only passed the legislature because the legislature is filled with hateful bigots and that the governor is a hateful bigot. Senate Bill 49 also affects adults by barring use of Medicaid payments for transgender treatment, and it prohibits gender reassignment surgeries for prison inmates. The ACLU of Missouri and the national LGBTQ civil rights law firm, Lambda Legal, have brought the suit, and the judge blocked off 2 full weeks for testimony. Returning to Pennsylvania, the Philadelphia Gay News is reporting that Equality Forum is a Philadelphia-based LGBTQ plus rights and history organization whose focus is much broader than the city. It has also produced documentaries, hosted major summits, held early anti-discrimination training, organized marriage equality efforts, and pursued other high-impact initiatives. On September 29th, Equality Forum is holding its LGBT History Month launch and award celebration, where it will honor LGBTQ plus leaders and their work. Noteworthy LGBTQ plus leaders and allies will be present. The 29th Annual International Role Model Award, which honors worldwide leadership, will be given to Congressman Mark Pocan, chair of the Congressional LGBTQ plus Equality Caucus. The 10th Annual Frank Kameny Award, which honors pioneers who make a defining difference in LGBTQ plus civil rights and justice, will be given to the Philadelphia LGBTQ Bar Association. And this year's award will be presented by Councilman Rue Landau, Philadelphia's first openly LGBTQ plus council member, who is also a member of the association. That's a quick check of the news. Now let's get back to more music here on PEP Radio.